What's up guys, MegaDPAL here bringing you Black to White to OU battle. This happens to be a blast from the past OU battle. As you can see, back when Genesect was back in OU, we're both running Genesect. And funnily enough, we are both running the exact same team. This team was used a lot on PO back when Genesect was in OU. And yeah, I decided to bring this team to Wi-Fi. And actually went undefeated with this team on all battles on Wi-Fi. So this also happened to be my last battle I had with this team before Genesect got hit with that ban hammer. So let's see if I could ever undefeated run with this team. We will find out at the end of the battle, of course. So basically this team's built around Genesect and Terrakion sweeping. As Terrakion can set up on things that wall Genesect, such as Blissey and Heatran. And Genesect can set up on stuff that walls Terrakion, such as Gliscor and Landorus T, for example. So yeah, we also have a Breloom on this team. Focus / Breloom to deal with all those weather starters. You know, just to beat the weather. Politoads, Hippowdons, Tyrantars. Even Ninetales can do its shenanigans with setting up SDs and Sporing, because we do have that Focus Sash. Also we do in fact have a Choice Scarf Dratcher with Stealth Rocks. We can just get our rocks up and die. Or we can use this as a late game Iron Head spamming sweeper. So also we do have a Starmie on team with Hail, because once we got rid of the Hail starters, the weather starters, and we can set up a Hail, and at the time Hail was the least used weather, and nobody benefited from Hail at all. And lastly we have a Choice Band Dragonite to take on opposing Genesect. Alright, so let's just get into the battle. Let's go. Okay guys, so I'm going to be leading out with my Dratcher as he leads out with his Breloom. I knew the obvious Breloom lead was kind of obvious, so I didn't want to lead out with my Breloom, you know, risk a speed type early on and him getting the advantage. So I'll lead out my Dratcher because I am Scarf and just go straight for Iron Head just to break his sash and get the flinch on this thing, which I do score the flinch, which is great. And now I'm not going to take no chances with a threat like Breloom out on the field. I'm just going to go for another Iron Head as it brings in his Genesect just to sponge that. So obviously I'm locked into Iron Head. I'm not going to want to stay in. I'm going to switch, go into my Dragonite. It's the best thing I have to do a take on opposing Genesect. This actually sets up a Rock Polish early on, but this is fine for me. I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Punch because I can live one Ice Beam from opposing Genesect. I have enough HP investment to live for that on my Dragonite, so I'll just go straight for the Fire Punch. Bree switches into his own Dragonite. I guess he knew that. I'm going to switch back into my Dratcher just to take possible Dragon Claw, but he seems to be running a different set to my Dragonite and Choice Band. As you can see, he's just set up a DD, so even at the +1 Dragonite, I should still be able to outspeed my Dratcher, being Choice Scarf, and I do go for Ice Punch, ×4 super effective, down goes his Dragonite. Now he sends out his Genesect, knowing I'm locked into the Ice Punch, but I'm actually going to stay in, go for Ice Punch, so I'm going to predict him to go for the Ice Beam, predict my Dragonite switch, which it does actually go for. And you know, out with Ice Punch with a possible chance to get in a freeze, but it's not going to happen. Now I'm going to switch, go into my Dragonite, predicting to go for maybe like either a Rock Polish or a Rock Polish again. But he doesn't, he actually makes a smart move, go straight for that Ice Beam. As I did say, I can live one, but I'm not going to be able to outspeed a Genesect, so I'll go for Extreme Speed. Unfortunately, I do score a crit, but it's not going to matter at all in the long run, because I mean, after the Extreme Speed damage, I could have sent in my Breloom and just revenge killed it with Mach Punch, but he's going to take me out with the Ice Beam and die to a Life Orb recoil, so that's going to be a double down. He sends in Terrakion, I send in Dratcher. The reason why I sent in Dratcher because I am Scarf, I can, you know, U-turn out of there, set up rocks, or Iron Head some stuff. As he sends in his Terrakion, he actually stays in as I go for Iron Head, doing a massive amount of damage, about 95% to this Terrakion, as he gets his Salad Berry activate, but he actually set up a sub. I'm not too sure why, if he thought maybe I'd switch, but no, that's not going to be the case. Now I'm going to switch into my Starmie, because I didn't think I'd be able to outspeed that after the outspeed Terrakion after his Salad Berry activated. So into my Starmie just to take close combat. It does a massive amount of damage to my Starmie, even though it's resisted. A good 50%, 55%. And now he's going to take me out the following turn with a Stone Edge, landing that pretty nicely. And that's going to take out my Starmie. Now I'm going to send in a Mega Threat, Breloom, Loom Doom. I'm just going to go straight for that Spore because I know I can live a hit being Focus Sash. As he switches into his Stormie, maybe fearing Mach Punch or predicting the Spore because, you know, it has that natural cure. I'm just going to, I don't really need to predict anything here. I'm just going to set up an SD. Because, yeah, my sash is still intact. I can live any hit as he brings in his Dracula. Now he's going to go for Ice Punch. I know I can live. Because, once again, like I said, I do have the Focus Sash. And barring he does not get a freeze, my Breloom's going to put in some work. And he doesn't get the freeze. I live with the sash. Go for Spore on his Dracula. Because I'm not breaking Sleep Claws, of course. Because natural cure ability on Starmie. But you guys know that. But yeah, now I'm just going to go for that Bullet Seed, because I actually predicted him to go back into his Starmie to, you know, take a Mach Punch. But no, he brings in his Breloom just as Death Adder, and I take that thing out. And here makes a very bad switch and actually sends back in his Dracula when he should have just sent in his Starmie, because obviously I can't outspeed Starmie, and it can live a Mach Punch. But yeah, I'll just go for a Bullet Seed just to see how much it would do. And look at that, a good 75% on this Dracula, and it's resisted. But the following turn, I'm just going to take this thing out with a Mach Punch. So now he's down to his last two, his Starmie and his Tracheon. I'm just going to go for that Mach Punch because, like I said, I cannot outspeed the Starmie, and he's just going to take me out with a Surf here. I believe that brings me down to my last three, so it's 3 pokes against 2. My Genesect, my Tracheon, my Dracula versus his Tracheon and his Starmie. I'm just going to send in my Genesect here. Here, I actually make a bad play. I was a little unsure whether I could live a possible Hydro Pump, but as you can see, he's not even carrying the Hydro Pump. Goes that safe, and I do live that very nicely. I could have just gone straight for the Rock Polish and cleaned up his last 2 guys, but it wasn't to be the case because yeah, I was unsure how much Hydro Pump would do, and he's not even carrying that. So yeah, I take down the Starmie. He brings in his last, his Terrakion. He's just going to go straight for that close combat, outspeed my Genesect, and that's going to take down my Genesect, bringing me to my last 2, Terrakion and Dracula. I could just easily go into Dracula and Iron Head for the easy win, but I went into my Tracheon, you know, see who has a bigger threat, see if I can win that speed tie. I do, I have the bigger threat, go for that close combat, demolish his Terrakion, so that is going to be a 2-0 in my favour. Hope you guys enjoyed this blast from the past, back when Genesect was back in OU. I enjoyed that meta game a lot, to be honest with you, but yeah, leave a comment if you liked Genesect in OU, and if you thought it was the right decision to get banned. Also, don't forget to check out my latest video. Alright, see you later guys. Bye.